All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. This is taken just shy of the 10 here.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
From midfield now, here's Rosen. And that's caught left side. Seals Jones with it. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking for the out route. It's complete to Macklin. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On the carry, it's Logan, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
Now let's go!
Rosen off the play action. He's going to air one out. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Christian Kirk, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays. Have them on the move on first down. From midfield, here's Mahomes. This is Bell on the dump off. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. 2 carries for him now on the opening drive, both for good yardage.
And based on film study, they thought that there was a chance to spring him more than once for some pretty good yardage in this game.
Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. Mahomes now on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. This is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A gain of 32 that time. Tuck it and run. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. J.J. Nelson now to return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 20. 6-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, Rosen. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty.
Good. Here we go. Blue, landed. Blue.
Now Rosen looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Cardinals are in for 6. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 1st down, Mahomes throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Jackson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Finds a seam inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. They go play action. It's Rosen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards on the play. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. This is Logan. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
On every snap, a defense is trying to establish who they are, but on 3rd and short, that's really when you put it out there and tell people who you are, and that's exactly what they did. For the offense, they're looking at their offensive line and saying, guys, where are you? We need you on those plays.
So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 right at the 40. On the counter, here's Bell. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Partner, he sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Rosen on 1st down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Rosen again on 2nd and 10. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They want to go to the air again with Rosen. Broken tackle there for Nelson. Touchdown, Cardinals. J.J. Nelson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
A really nice return all the way up to the 40, but hold everything. The flag down. You see it on your screen. This one looks like it's going to come back. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. The give is to Bell. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he whips that one incomplete there.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On 3rd down, here's Bell. Bell sheds him off. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football. Caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Goes underneath for Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A minute 57 to go in this first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. Mahomes to throw on second down. Flushed out right. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this is recovered by the Cardinals. Some guys just have a knack for creating turnovers. He's got a little bit of that going. He forced a fumble last week, another one there.
And it just drives teams crazy because they realize that certain guys, as you said, have that knack, and they're trying to keep them away from the action, away from the ball. But the best ones have that overwhelming desire, that overwhelming need to get to the football and make it happen, and that he does.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Christian Kirk on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Spills away. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Mahomes now on first down. Room to run past midfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bell. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Mahomes now to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Washington. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Trey Boston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll run it here with Logan. And an alley to run. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
The reason that counter or misdirection plays work so well is that usually you've given them a reason to think that everything's going to the direction it starts initially. You've run that type of a play throughout the game. You've given them that look. And now you're going to counter things and bring it back the other way. Almost a tendency breaker at times. And a lot of it is making sure that you have an illusion, almost like a magician. Look over here, but the play is actually happening over there, and that's where running back's vision comes into play. See the hole in a place where people don't expect and get there with some speed. And that's exactly what he did on that play.
Gets it up around the 22, but no further. Did flash the fancy footwork, but not much to show for it.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. On 3rd down, that's Logan. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
You're going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Mahomes going to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45. Check 37. Check 37. Check. Press now. Press. Left. Check 24. Check 24.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
Z. 56, Mike, 56. So. 56, Mike, 56, right there.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Cards will take over 1st and 10. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the 2nd half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Here we go now.
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. That's caught over the middle by Seals-Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. They run with Logan, and he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On play action, Rosen. And this is caught. Jeremy Maclin. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Jeremy Maclin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And he'll bang that one through. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Check 26, check 26. Left.
False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman, certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Oh, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there. He has still not connected on a single pass in this second half.
And right now they're going through all the different reasons, the whys, the wherefores. Bottom line, got to find some completions in there and get their offense moving.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear
that is
by the time
positive.
we have to leave the booth.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Right back to him on 1st down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Here we go.
To throw is Rosen. And he'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. To give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10.
Now let's go.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
They run again with Logan. Spins past him. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Detroit! Detroit! Hot! Hot!
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And they'll throw it with Rosen. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Rosen. Escapes the defender. And, it's complete. What a catch at the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. So he got 3 at one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. He'll get it up the middle. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action, throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
The Cardinals on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19. 3:19.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Now bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
We can come up with a lot of different explanations here. None of them are going to work. At the 1-yard line and coughing it up, no way.
You got to protect that thing like it's your firstborn.
Your firstborn, your secondborn,
your
anyone. It doesn't matter. Take care of the football. You're in a position to go in and score. At worst, you've given up a chance to get 3 points.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. He's looking deep for Bell. It got his man complete. 30, 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell, 97 yards. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Here comes Nelson. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. And that's caught left side. Seals Jones with it. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And they'll run it here. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
First seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 2nd down, here's Rosen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a 1st down. And they'll go with the ground attack here. Open space inside the 10. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Lambeau to add on the extra point. extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Green 39. Green 39. Hut, hut, hut. 56. Check 56.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Steps away. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. Robert Kimdichie in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Open man is Switzer, complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Now Mahomes got to have this one. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this is recovered by the Cardinals. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at their own 46. And on the ground they go with a running back. Finding room inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Right back to him on 1st down. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
All right, here we go.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear a peep of protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
On first down, Mahomes. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. A give to Bell. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now Mahomes. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Being chased out left. He's going to let it fly. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And they'll indeed take a knee. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Lucky 56.
And they take a knee. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cards, the win gets them to 5-9 now on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, the loss here is their 10th of the season. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.